Hi, Sage.
Hey, Dani.
How are you?
I'm pretty good. How are you?
I'm good.
Good. Welcome back, everybody.
Yeah, welcome back.
We got a new episode coming at you. Obviously, you're listening, so what else would we be doing here?
Yeah.
This is episode 33.
Yes.
Yes.
Also,
Happy...
the fourth episode of the season.
Oh, shit. Oh, that means we're, a quarter of the way through? No, that's not true.
Not at all.
No.
a third of the way.
Yeah, we're a third of the way through. Thank you. Good thing Dani's good at math because I obviously am not. What?
I don't know about that.
Well, better than me.
I was going to say I just skated through math all throughout high school.
Yeah,
I got exactly 50% for grade 10, 11, and 12.
That's impressive. I don't
Thank
even
you.
think I took a grade 12 math. Wait, no, I had to.
I was going to say, like, you had to.
Yeah. Were you in pre-cal?
No, God,
You
no.
were
Are
in
you
A&W
kidding?
math?
No. I was in foundations.
Yeah, that's A&W.
That's not A&W for us.
What's the difference?
There's three. So we have pre-cal, which is the highest math.
Which is what I took, just by the way.
A&W is like the lowest math that like you learn like fractions and shit in grade 12. And then foundations is the middle one for the not dumb people, but the not smart people.
You learn fractions in grade 12.
Yeah, literally, like dead ass Courtney and Jade were in that class and they were like, yeah, we're learning about like money management. I was like, fuck you guys. I was like, I hate you. I'm like dying in my math. But I was the last year, at least at my high school, that A&W was offered. Like it wasn't going to be offered after that because it wasn't even considered a math for universities.
Oh shit!
Like that's how low A&W math was at my school.
Well,
like
no,
you had to have foundations if you needed a math. A&W didn't count.
Well, I think A&W was more for people going into trades. That's kind of how it was explained to us.
Really?
Was that it?
Nico needed? I mean, I guess Nico's doing different kinds of trades, but Nico needed pre-calc.
Nico's like intense genius trades. I'm talking about regular trades. Oh my god, I'm not meaning
roofers.
I'm not trying to roast our tradespeople. Tradespeople are the backbone of our society.
Yes.
But yeah, no, I only took pre-cal because I was like, I'm smart enough.
No, I took pre-calc in grade 10.
Wasn't smart enough.
That was the end of that for me.
Yeah, that's fair.
I'm so fucking bad at math. I don't think it's that I'm bad at math. I should retract that statement because I had a tutor and she was like, you're good at math. She's like, I don't know what the fuck happens once you leave here though. She's like, you're doing great when you're here. The second I would leave, I'd be like, I'd get to class and be like, nothing's in my brain.
Well, I feel like it's
absolutely nothing.
It's like that stupid fucking meme where it's like, when you're with your teacher, 1 + 1 = 2. And then when you're like on the test, it's like, if this person is traveling at this velocity and they go backwards and then they turn around, what's the speed of the sun?
Yeah.
And I'm like, that's not what I studied.
Yeah.
I
just want to say something.
Oh, yeah, say it.
Welcome to Silence of the Hags.
Oh my god, welcome! God damn it!
One day we'll get it.
I don't know if we will. I think that's just part of us now.
Charm.
Yeah, right? We're dumb. Yay. Also, since we're, here, I just want to welcome to all of our new listeners.
Yeah.
Oh my god. So we're
Turkey.
Oh my god, yes, Turkey. We have Turkey now. Turkey, thank you so much for existing and believing in us and listening.
Not to be confused with turkeys.
No.
Fuck you for existing, you evil Satan spawns. I hate you. You scare me.
I disagree, full stop.
What? You like turkeys?
Yeah, they're lovely.
They're so terrible. Oh my god.
They're so
lovely.
Ugly. They're ugly.
They're ugly and they're
but
mean.
They're not mean. Well, they're only mean because their beaks and toes got cut off with no anesthetics or painkillers. Have you not seen the
video of that child being chased down the street by a turkey? Just some poor innocent child with his like school bag running home.
I said what I said.
On the side of the street.
I have
and the car had to like cut off the turkey so this child could escape.
The turkey is used to being cut off. My god. No, I have not seen that video, but I would like to. That sounds fun.
Yeah, this poor kid. I will find it.
That reminds me of when my brother and I were young. We used to we would visit my mom's friends, and they had a farm, and there was a goose called Honker. He was like a big white guy. Yeah, Honker, and he used to fucking chase my brother around.
Oh my god.
Until he was crying. Oh my god, Jonas, I'm sorry for exposing you, but fuck. Honker was evil incarnate. I will admit this. Anyways, though, already hella off topic.
Yeah.
What a surprise. Is anyone surprised? No, not me.
No.
So today, I think we should probably just get into it because, like we said, this is going to be a long one, yes. I think. So what are we doing today, Dani?
We're rating fictional witches to discover which witch is the best witch.
Which witch is the best
Which witch?
Yes, witches. So this is going to be, I'm super excited for this one. This is going to be so fun. We each have 4 witches, and we're going to rate them together.
Yes.
And then whoever basically has the highest score wins.
Yes. We're rating them on 4 different categories.
Yes.
So on their spell casting / magic abilities, their appearance, of course.
Classic.
Their familiar / pet, and their witchy bitchiness, also known as their witchy attitude / do you think you could take them on?
Okay. I kind of went at it from more of a, do I think I'd want to hang out with this person?
Oh. So I went at it from a, could I flee the situation if I was in it kind of standpoint.
Although, to be fair, Dani's fictional witches are a little bit more realistic than mine. You will see as we trek on. But I don't think I would honestly leave any of the situations. I would die every single time.
I was going to say, I think all of my ladies, it's game over. But I'm also rating their situations that they've been in the stories that they've been in, you know?
Yeah, I think that you are coming from a way more deep and thought out position,
philosophical,
and I was like, are they fun? Are they nice to people? Literally. So
would
you know what?
We'll offer me a tampon in the bathroom at the bar?
Yeah, literally. Would I
feel comfortable asking her? There we go.
Would she compliment my hair while we're drunk?
Yes.
If not, you're not a good witch to me.
Are you ready?
Yeah, ready, Freddy.
Do you want to start or do you want me to start?
Well, it was just my episode, so you start.
All right. My first witch is Tia Dalma / Calypso. She is from Pirates of the Caribbean. She was in Dead Man's Chest and At World's End, and she is played by Naomi Harris.
Honestly, she's gorgy.
Oh, fucking stunning. Black teeth and all. I'll take it.
Yeah, honestly, though. It kind of adds to the allure.
Yeah. So it is said that Tia Dalma had been practicing her ways since the waters were tamed. Wow. Wow.
That's kind of...
Are the waters ever tamed? Well, I don't really know.
I don't know, but it makes me want to fall in love hearing that.
Literally. So she represents the embodiment and marginalization of divine feminine. Oh, she sure fucking does.
Yeah, she's pretty.
She was betrayed by a man, and like many women before and after her, she has been forced into a lesser role by the patriarchy and power structures that exist within the world. She has been sent to the margins of the world, and while once free to roam the ocean, she is now confined to a pirate-ridden outskirts. So if you don't know the story of Tia Dalma, she is basically Calypso, the water goddess, but she's stuck in the human form of Tia Dalma.
Isn't she Davy Jones's side chick?
She was with Davy Jones until he broke her heart.
Ah, fuck you, Davy.
Bitch. Also, you're going to let that freaking Octoman?
Yeah, also, he's not that cute. He's not cute enough to let the sea be tamed. That's what that means, right?
I just had a hardcore thought. Whoa, I'm going to cut this out.
Oh my god, tell me.
Could you imagine the tentacle porn?
Don't cut that out. I'm imagining it tonight.
Wow.
There's a lot of arms there and a lot of suction-y bits.
Yeah.
That's all I'm saying.
Head game strong. Davy Jones. Head game
Extremely strong. The strongest in the seas.
right.
Ew.
So she lives in a shack this is relevant to later. So she lives in a shack that is teamed with jars, weird objects, many of which are used for her incarnations, including an iron-bound jar hanging from the rafter filled with dozens of staring eyeballs. She's got a silver chain that she wears around her neck. If you guys don't know, onto her witchy powers and abilities, she was the one who gave Jack Sparrow the compass that points you in the direction of what your heart wants. Mm-hmm. So she's the one who cast that spell on that compass.
Which is pretty cool, not gonna lie.
Very cool.
I want that compass because I don't fucking know what I want. My heart maybe does. Actually, my heart's a dumb bitch, so maybe not.
So her witchy abilities is she could scry, which I didn't know what this was.
Wait, isn't that where you hold a pendulum over something and it points in a direction?
Kind of. So she used a crab claw to do this, but basically she can see through a cloud into a man's mind of his past and his future. Oh. That's what it is. It doesn't need to be a man, but anybody. Anyway. She also possesses the ability to return the dead to life. She brought back Captain Barbossa, and she also brought back Jack Sparrow from Davy Jones's locker. So she's got that reincarnation under her sleeve. And she's also fluent in making zombies. Just making them. Yeah.
Okay. Also, she's fluent in making
zombies. She speaks zombie.
Interesting. I didn't know that was possible, but I love it for her.
Yeah. So those are her powers. She's a big spellcaster, but those are her main spells that she's casted that we saw in the film. Mm-hmm. So do you want to give her a rating?
I would give her an 8 out of 10 for her spellcasting.
Spellcasting, okay.
Yeah, because, like, she's done some pretty boss-ass spells, but also she's kind of a bitch, so she's done some rude spells, too. So I'm knocking 2 points off for those little, like...
Fair.
Like, what's the word? Like, those petty spells?
Yeah.
But overall, you get an 8 because you're very good at it.
Sorry, I forgot to add something.
Oh, add it.
So, because we are rating their familiar, she does not have one.
Oh.
So I chose one for her.
Okay.
I chose a ferret. Because she collects things, and she's got a lot of weird things, and ferrets, like, take things and hide them and collect things.
I was skeptical.
She gives me ferret vibes.
I respect that a lot.
Thank you.
Yeah, that's fair. I'll take it.
That's what I gave her.
Okay.
All right, do you want to rate her appearance?
10 out of 10.
All right.
Okay. First of all, look at her. Gorgeous. We already talked about that.
Yes.
Second of all, she looks like a fucking witchy bitch, and I love that.
Yes.
I don't want my witches to look like Bobby Sue's off the street. Yeah, basic bitches. I want you to, like, own your shit, and I love that. So yeah, 10 out of 10 appearance.
All right, her familiar, my ferret.
Your ferret, I would say like a 6.
A 6?
Yeah.
That's fucking rude. Why?
It's over halfway good. Okay. Because I agree with the collecting stuff and stuff like that. But I also feel like maybe like a crow would have been better. Because,
all right.
You know, I just feel like ferret is not very majestic. Maybe I'm wrong.
I think you're underestimating ferrets.
You know, maybe I am. Also, ferrets smell really bad. Yeah, and I feel like she probably smells like cinnamon and sea salt.
You really think this pirate witch smells like cinnamon and sea salt? Look at her teeth.
Yeah, maybe that's like activated charcoal. Okay.
All right.
Maybe it's just that she has dental hygiene that's so good that she never takes the toothpaste off of her teeth.
Oh, shit.
Yeah. Did you ever think of that?
No, I didn't think of that.
So, you're welcome.
Okay, her witchy bitchiness.
Like an 8 out of 10.
8 out of 10, okay.
Yeah, because love her. She's great. But also, I'd be too scared to hang out with her, I think.
Fair.
Because I feel like I would be like, hey, Calypso, your hair looks great today. And she'd be like, okay, but what about every other day? And then she'd hex me. So she's really great, but too scary for me to hang out with. So 8.
Okay. So I gave her, I was with you on the spellcasting, 8 out of 10.
Nice.
10 out of 10 for her appearance. I was also with you on that one. I gave her an 8 out of 10 for my ferret.
That's only because you made it up.
I would have given it a 10 out of 10.
Yeah, that's actually true. You're right.
I didn't want to go with anything basic. She doesn't peg me as like I have a crow or I have a snake, you know?
Okay,
she
yeah,
pegs
that's
me
fair.
as a little different. So I gave her an
That's
8 out of 10 for that. And then witchy bitchiness, I gave her a 10 out of 10.
Yeah.
Because that, I don't
I'm too
cross
intimidated.
people, but
yeah,
I feel
you're
like she would always have my back, you know?
I don't think that.
You don't think so?
No. That's what I'm talking about. I feel like she would like totally, you would say, I like your hair. And she'd say, what about my hair yesterday? And then she would literally sell you to Satan. I feel like that would be like, it would be like easy. It'd be quick. So she terrifies me.
Fair.
But it's kind of hot, but mostly scary. So it's my turn. So I also have done a sea witch for my first one. So we are just so on the same page about everything except for her familiar, apparently. So I did Ursula, the sea witch. So Ursula is the main antagonist of The Little Mermaid from Disney. After being banished from Atlantica by her rival, King Triton, a scorned Ursula vowed to exact vengeance by harnessing the power of the King's Trident and installing herself as ruler of the ocean. To accomplish her goals, Ursula strikes deals with the unfortunate merfolk that will apparently make their dreams come true, but are actually super shady and like genie magic, where maybe she'll like make it true, but not in the way you think. Princess Ariel, who we all know, being one of the merfolk who wants to change her story, trades her voice to Ursula in exchange for human legs. And should Ariel fail to uphold her end of the deal by winning the love of the prince, she'll be bound to Ursula, and then Ursula can use her as a bargaining chip for the crown. Modeled after drag queens and theatrical personalities, Ursula's fervent confidence and flamboyant have made her one of the most popular and influential of all the Disney villains. So, yeah, if you didn't know that, super cool, actually. Her entire, like, her personality and her look was based off of drag queens.
Oh, shit, I didn't know that.
Which, kind of progressive for 1989 Disney. Not gonna lie. So, the way that I rated Ursula is on her spellcasting. I rated Ursula an 8 out of 10. Honestly, that scene where she's waving the trident around above her head, well, she's like this super ultra massive giant standing on the seafloor, but is actually tall enough to reach the very top of the ocean, is pretty freaking iconic. Also, she literally just like created a hot girl persona and like literally stole Ariel's man. And that's not bad. That's pretty impressive. So, I mean, yeah, it's an 8 out of 10 for me. Like, are your spells low-key shitty? Yeah, but you do them really well. So, that's where I'm at. For her appearance, I rated her a 10 out of 10. As she can look like literally whatever she wants. Again, hot girl persona. But she literally just wants to look like herself. She's like, I can look like anyone, but I'm going to look like me. And I think that is pretty great. Not going to lie. Also, again, her look was specifically inspired by the legendary, like the OG drag queen Divine. Obviously not the first drag queen ever is Divine, but I would say like the first one who like got like mainstream attention. So do I really even need to say more than that? I don't think so. For her witchy bitchness, I rated her 4 out of 10. Because is there a bitchier witch than Ursula? Not really. She's literally preying on people's insecurities and then trapping them in her weird, dark ocean realm as little soggy chodes. Not cute. Not very likable. Ladies support ladies Ursula. So 4. It's a 4. And then her familiars. So she has Flotsam and Jetsam. 2 out of 10.
Really?
I hate them. Little eel boys. Don't like them at all. Gross voices. Gross faces. They're slimy. They're rude. Only redeeming quality is that they do actually really like Ursula.
All right.
I think I actually have always hated them. They're so gross.
God, I can't believe you.
No, imagine like when they're like swimming around her and like swirling on her body, and it's gross and slimy, and I hate it.
Fair, I guess.
It's terrible. So yes, your turn. What do you think?
Okay. My spellcasting, I'm gonna give her a 6 out of 10.
Oh, you bitch.
I mean, like, cool shit, just like the least productive.
Okay, you know,
I feel,
that's fair.
you know, like,
Well, it's productive for her.
it's productive for her, I guess, but like, take my voice, I don't care. I mean, I guess I wouldn't be able to do the podcast anymore, but I really don't care. Like, you know, it's like, oh no,
If
my
I never have to
voice.
talk to another fucking customer again.
Yeah, all this
So
for
be
a
it.
man also.
Yeah, also
Ain't
all
no
this to
man
be a
worth it.
silent
Yeah.
wife to a man.
Literally.
Fuck that.
I'm with you though on appearance. 10 out of 10.
Yeah.
10 out of 10.
Iconic, really.
Yeah. Yeah, and witchy bitchness, I'm gonna go with like a 5 out of 10.
Okay.
Mainly because I like wouldn't want to hang out in her house. 'cause
Right?
There's just people crying all the time. And
Yeah, and
that
they're
makes me
all
uncomfortable.
gross and like, bleh.
Yes.
No, that's fair. I would
Literally,
not want to
exactly.
hang out at her house either.
But her familiar, I give her a 10 out of 10. I really
Oh.
like them. I think it's different. I'm tired of seeing crows and cats. Okay.
Okay, but you can't have a crow or a cat under the water.
Yeah, so I think an eel is like a pretty cool like next option. Also, she's slimy.
That's
Unless you
true.
can feel they're slimy.
They're all slimy together.
They're all slimy together. It goes well.
Okay. I think they were the perfect familiars for her, but I don't like them.
I'm into it. I like it.
Okay, fair enough. All right, your turn.
So my next witch is Sally Owens, played by Sandra Bullock from
Oh, okay.
Practical Magic.
It's like, who the hell?
Who's that bitch? Practical Magic. When I was looking this up, everybody apparently says in the witch community, I'm not a witch. I do
Me
not
neither.
practice witchcraft.
Me neither.
But the witch community said this was the most accurate depiction of IRL witches
Oh, really?
in a movie.
Oh,
Yeah.
cool. I do. If you haven't seen Practical Magic,
It's such a good
you
movie.
need to watch
Please
it.
go
It's
watch
so
it.
good.
It's so I
good.
love that movie so much.
Totally, absolutely recommend.
Yes, it's Sandra Bullock and Nicole Kidman.
And we all know Nicole Kidman in Bewitched was phenomenal. So
Yes.
like you can't get a better witch
Literally.
cast.
Yes, and they're young and like
And
they live on a
hot
farm.
and
It's very
cute.
cottagecore if you're into that.
Yeah, so good. Watch
Okay,
it.
so Sally Owens is a very kind, warm-hearted young woman who is well known for her almond brown eyes, cream-colored skin, and beautifully long dark hair.
Mhm.
She is raised in New Salem, of course.
Classic.
Witches. That's the only place they live. you know.
Friggin' witches.
Yeah, Salem.
Classic.
She is very charming and shy. She's 25 years old in the show, or not the show, in the movie. But she is described as very mature for her age. She's very charismatic and down to earth, and she cares deeply about her family and friends.
I love that.
So nice. Very sweet witch.
I
Green
would hang
witch,
out with
I
her.
would say. So she can do some spell casting. She can act and change events through the use of charms, hexes, and rituals. She is capable of divination, which is divining the future, past, and present events
Like a
based off of
fortune teller.
extraterrestrial perception.
Extraterrestrial perception.
Extraterrestrial.
Okay.
It's a word.
I'll give it to you. I'll
Thank
let you
you.
have this one.
She can practice divination through astrology, so through observing the moon and the sun and the other planets.
Okay,
and
but same. So
yes, me too.
pretty cool.
She can practice divination through instinctive knowledge. She can also practice it through telepathy. And she does some brewing. She brews some potions that contain magical properties. And she's capable of pyrokinesis.
Setting things on fire with your brain.
Yes, exactly. And telekinesis. So mind control and
control.
manipulating and moving objects. So for her, I only gave her a 6 out of 10 for spellcasting. And I know that everybody who like is an actual witch is gonna be like, fuck you, because this is actually real. But like, I mean, for like the fictional purposes, come on, give me more.
It's just like, I know that the movie is literally called Practical Magic, but it doesn't seem that practical to me.
It's too practical for me, okay?
Well, it's just like, you know, I don't want you to have to use herbs to turn someone into a monkey. I
want you to use a wand.
Snap your fingers. Do
exactly.
it. Damn it. Yeah.
So her appearance, 10 out of 10.
Yeah, she's
10
great.
out of fucking 10. Her familiar, they have a family cat. It's a black cat. It doesn't talk or anything. It's not like Sabrina's. So I'm giving it a 4 out of 10.
Yeah, that's weak.
You know what? It's nice. I love cats. Don't get me wrong. I have cats. I'm a cat person. Just like really,
but again,
picking cats.
It's
Come
too practical. Oh, okay.
Exactly.
It's too classic. It's too. What's the word? Too. Like, we get it. Okay, you're a witch. You have a cat.
Yeah, literally. It's predictable, is what it is.
There, yeah,
there's the word. And her witchy bitchiness, I'm giving her a 10 out of 10.
Yeah.
Because I feel like she'd have my back.
Mm-hmm.
I feel like I could kick it with her.
Yeah.
Her house is fucking beautiful.
Fair.
And her sister's also lovely. So.
Yeah, that's fair.
10 out of 10. Well-rounded woman. What about you?
Spellcasting. 3 out of 10. Yeah, agreed. I want magic. I don't want real practical magic.
Literally.
I want shit to happen. I want it now. I want fireworks. I want it to be wild. I want excitement. You know, I want my heart to beat fast. That's what I want when I'm talking about a witch. Yes. So 3 out of 10. But you can do some shit. So, you know, you get a little bit of shit there. Appearance. 7 out of 10. Hear me out.
What?
Hear me out. She's gorgeous. Stunning. Mm-hmm. Love her. Want to be her. Want to be with her. I don't know. All of it. Love her. However, I kind of mentioned this before. I like my witches to look witchy. And that's like a personal thing. I don't want to be able to, like, you know, just, I want to be able to pick you out on the side of the road and be like, I think she's a witch. You know?
Fair enough.
I don't want you to look like a regular Joe Schmo. I like a little bit of spice in my witch attire.
That's fair.
Witchy bitchness.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I agree. Like a 10 out of 10. Because I would absolutely hang out with her. I want to be her friend. She's really nice. Do I think she's gonna, like, I don't know, snap her fingers and, like, get me the man of my dreams? No, I don't think that's gonna happen. But do I think that she's gonna, like, help my scar heal a little bit faster because she had an aloe plant lying around? Yes. And that's the kind of, like, friendship mom energy I'm looking for. So that's, what did I say, right. 10 out of 10, yeah. Her familiar, bleh, 2. Boring, predictable, lame, doesn't even talk. What? Yeah. What's the point? I mean, you get cuddles, so I guess that is worth something, but that's all you get. So, that's how I feel.
That's fair.
My next is, I think, perhaps, I mean, all of my witches are pretty well known, but this is like either number 1 or number 2 in the most iconic, well-known witches of all time. We're talking Hermione Granger. So, if you don't know who she is, I'm shocked, confused, don't understand. It's not computing for me. But I'll tell you right now who she is. Fictional character in Harry Potter. She first appears in Harry Potter and the Philosopher's Stone, which is the first book or the first movie, depending on if you're a reader or a watcher, as a new student on her way to Hogwarts. After Harry... Oh, okay, well, this just really skipped a lot. Basically, Harry and Ron and Hermione meet on the train to Hogwarts, and they immediately are like, oh, we don't like this bitch. She's a know-it-all. Blah, get rid of her. And then she's sad, and they leave. And throughout the movie, things happen. Spoiler alert. They save her from a troll that was in the girls' restroom, and she becomes best friends with them and often uses her quick wit deft recall and encyclopedic knowledge to lend aid in dire situations. The character has immense popularity, which is why I'm so confused if you don't know who she is. The version of Hermione portrayed by Emma Watson in all... I really almost did. This is so embarrassing. Emma Watson in all 8 of the films in 2011 was voted the best female character of all time in a poll conducted by Hollywood professionals.
Oh my god. I mean, I'm not surprised. I feel like even if you haven't seen Harry Potter, you know.
Well, she's just such a great character. The character development from the beginning to the end is so good. She's so good. I love Harry Potter. Everyone, this is something you should know about me. So, for her spell casting, I gave her 10 out of 10. I mean, come on. Like, it's Leviosa, not Leviosa. Like, come on. She is the bad bitch of the spellcasting world. She learns it, perfects it, executes it. Literally a time traveler. You can't get better than this. It does not get better than Hermione when we're talking about spellcasting. And she's got a wand. What? Like, come on. For her appearance, 5 out of 10 Hermione. Again, don't get me wrong. Gorgeous girl. Very, very pretty. But she looks like a muggle. Like, there's nothing special going on there.
She's got mud blood.
She does got mud blood. Oh, that's a slur. I'm so sorry, Hermione. But like even, like, and I know that Harry Potter land, it's like, they all look like people. But, like, come on. Look at Bellatrix. Or Narcissa Malfoy. Or Luna Lovegood.
Yeah, I was going to say Luna. Come on.
Like, I want more from you, Hermione. So, yeah, it's fine. For her witchy bitchness, I gave her a 9 out of 10. Overall, pretty great. She's really lovely, smart, kind of a know-it-all, but same. She's got a good heart. She's loyal. She's got all of the Gryffindor traits at its finest. And she, not gonna lie, is kind of annoying sometimes. And yes, that did hurt me to say. So we're giving a 9. And her familiar. So I am not gonna answer. Or, oh my god, what? Dumb bitch.
I say no.
I say no.
Okay.
I am not going to lie, is what I meant to say.
I refuse to answer.
And lie. Both. I won't do either. So, I'm not going to lie. I thought that her familiar, or they call it a Patronus, was a cat.
It's not?
Right? See? No, it's not a cat. You know what it is?
What?
A fucking otter.
What?
Yeah. So incredibly random.
Okay.
Literally, when I looked it up, why it was an otter, because what the fuck? J.K. Rowling said it was because she modeled Hermione after a young J.K. Rowling. And when
J.K. Rowling, get out of your own ass.
yeah,
My
literally,
God.
J.K. Rowling is kind of the worst. But yeah, I'm J.K. Rowling, and I modeled Hermione, you know, the most beloved character, female character of all time, in a poll conducted amongst Hollywood professionals, after me. And why did I choose an otter? Because I liked them when I was that age. That's literally her answer. Because she liked them.
I ain't never seen no otter in Harry Potter, and that's all I'm gonna say.
Right? So I gave this a 6 out of 10 because that's stupid as hell. But otters are also really cute, so I'm torn. What about you?
I am gonna say, spellcasting. I agree with you. 10 out of 10.
Mm-hmm.
That girl practices. She puts in the time. She puts in the work.
Does.
10 out of 10.
Yeah.
Appearance. I'm gonna go with 7 out of 10.
Okay.
Again, it's the development for me. Hermione at the beginning versus Hermione at the end.
Yeah, that's
specifically.
Really fair.
I'm envisioning like that prom.
Yeah,
scene.
yeah, with the
Wow.
silky,
beautiful
stunning.
hair.
Yeah,
I love it.
Love.
Familiar, I'm giving her a 3 because what the fuck?
Yeah, it's so random.
That otter ain't gonna protect you from anything. Girl. Nothing.
Oh my God. Also, I actually kind of hate otters. Like, they're cute, but I kind of hate them.
They gang rape things.
Yeah, literally, and they like rape other dead otters.
Yeah, that's
Like,
that's a
not
no for
cute.
me. That's a no.
I'm so glad you feel that way because everyone's always like, "Oh, you hate otters?" I'm like, "Yeah, because they're rapists."
Yeah, literally. And her witchy bitchness, I'm gonna give her a 6. I don't know. Like,
Are you telling me that you would not hang out with Hermione Granger?
Honestly, no, I don't think I would. I think she would irritate me too much.
She is kind of a know-it-all.
She seems, honestly, a little bland. Not gonna lie. She seems like just really like just uninteresting, you know? So, my next one is also a Harry Potter bitch. It is Bellatrix Lestrange. So she was in Harry Potter, Order of the Phoenix, The Half-Blood Prince, and The Deathly Hallows Part 1 and 2. And she is played by Helena Bonham Carter. I fucking love her so much. Like, I love her.
She's iconic. Like,
yes.
I've said that many times during this. I think it was the talk of drag queens at the beginning. But name someone more iconic than Helena Bonham Carter.
Literally.
There
love
is
her
not.
so much.
It doesn't
I love
exist.
Her.
She's pretty great.
So Bellatrix, she is a brutal witch. She ain't nice by any means.
Yeah, she's pretty fucking hardcore.
Yeah, she's really hardcore.
Bellatrix scares the shit out of me.
Yeah, she is fierce and dangerous, and she shares this trait with her cousin Sirius Black, as we know. Bellatrix was one of Voldemort's cruelest Death Eaters. Harry Potter noted that she was as mad as her master.
As mad as her?
Yeah.
Ooh.
So she was slavishly devoted to Lord Voldemort.
Oh
and
my
was
God,
ready
can
to
I be slavishly devoted to someone?
Oh,
God.
I thought you were going to say to him. I was like, ew.
No, I'm going to pass
Firstly, he doesn't have a
Lord
nose.
Valdy. Yeah, he's nose free. My God.
You so she was ready to do anything for this man. Which already, sweetheart, you're losing some witchy bitch points here for that.
Yeah, that's fair.
Yeah. But you know what? I'll give her this. She was loyal. She was very loyal.
You know what? She
I'll
was.
give it to her.
Okay.
Yeah. So despite her cruel personality, she was not unable to take care of a few people. As we said, she obsessively loved her master, Lord Voldemort. And she had a really close relationship with her younger sister, Narcissa.
I didn't know that. What? They're sisters?
Yeah. Narcissa Malfoy? She's a Malfoy. She's Draco's aunt. Bitch, I don't even like Harry Potter, and I know this.
Yeah, I'm embarrassed, and just know that I will be, self-flagellating later for that.
So she has quite a few powers. So now that you know that she's kind of crazy and she's possessive, let's go into some of her powers and abilities. So she was actually second to Lord Voldemort with her powers. She was a strong bitch.
I love that.
Yes.
I mean,
so
I love almost nothing else so far, but I love that.
She was an expert in the dark arts and was an extremely skilled duelist in these aren't Harry Potter words. Occlumens? Occlumens. Occlumens.
How do you spell it?
Occlumens.
Yeah, you're right. Your guess is as good as mine on that one. I'm taking a step back.
Yes. So she was good at nonverbal magic. So this was shown when she ferociously dueled Molly Weasley. And she didn't say a single fucking spell. So she could nonverbally cast spells.
Which, that's pretty impressive.
Pretty wild, yeah. So she was an expert duelist. So she was actually one of the only Death Eaters to deflect a bolt from Albus Dumbledore. Yeah.
I
so
just got shivers.
Yeah.
I'm not even joking. I literally did it. I hate myself.
Okay. So she also trained in... Oh, this is what it is. Oh, fuck. I'm going to try to say this word again. Occlumency?
Okay.
You know how Harry Potter can read people's minds?
Yes.
So her power, occlumency, is the power to block people from reading your mind.
She pulled a Bella Swan up in this bitch.
Yeah. She said, not
Hell
today.
yeah.
I'm numb.
She said, I'm a shield.
Good luck getting past these fucking emotional barriers, bitch.
Oh my god. Honestly, same though.
So for these reasons, I'm going to give her a 9 out of 10 for her spellcasting.
Only a 9?
Only a 9 because
Okay.
if you haven't watched Harry Potter, get the fuck out from under the rock that you're living under.
Even if you don't like it, like
This is a
Danny,
spoiler
you
alert.
need to watch it. Okay, spoiler.
Molly Weasley kills her.
Yeah, that was a pretty iconic battle.
Yeah,
It really was.
But I gave her a 9 out of 10 because she's very strong, but she tends to get cocky and she let her guard down.
Ooh.
So 9 out of 10, you get a point deducted for that. Sweet.
That's fair.
Yeah.
You
so
ain't all that shit.
Mm-mm.
Only some of that shit.
Mm-hmm. Appearance, I'm giving her a 10 out of 10.
Yeah, that's fair.
Ain't no witch look more witchy than her.
No, it's impossible.
And familiar, so I discovered that in the Harry Potter universe, Death Eaters don't have familiars. Because
Oh, I know why. Tell me.
I can't remember what those things are called.
Patronuses.
So they're not after Death Eaters. So they don't need a familiar.
Wait, what?
The evil things that like fly through the sky.
No, that's not a Patronus.
What is
Sorry.
that?
That's called. Oh, shit, what is that called?
Oh, Nico told me to.
Evil thing that flies from the sky. That's a Death Eater. No.
No.
Oh, like the thing, and then it tried to suck Dudley's
Yeah.
soul out.
Hold on. Nico's.
Soul sucker.
This is funny. I asked.
I'm a fake Harry
Nico-
Potter fan. Are you hearing this?
Yes.
God.
Dementors.
Oh yeah.
Dementors. So I had to ask Nico to ask because I couldn't find anywhere if she had
Yes,
a pet
his
or
sister.
familiar. So I was like, hey, can you message your like 9-year-old sister because she fucking loves Harry Potter.
Yes.
So can you message her and ask her if Bellatrix has a pet or anything like that? And she came back. She was like, no, because they aren't the Dementors aren't after Death Eaters. They're only after regular people. I was like, oh, okay, sorry.
Thank you for the knowledge, but also
So they don't have them, but I fell down the rabbit hole of wiki fandoms.
Yes,
and
wiki fandom.
so this man wrote this long like essay
I love
as to what he believes Bellatrix's Patronus would be, and I'm just going to tell you what it is. I'm not going to read the whole thing. If you want to find it, it's not that hard to find. But he deducted that it would be a black mamba.
Classic.
Snake. And it was because the strongest of snakes, which is like, I can't remember what it was, but it's the king python or some shit like that, would be Voldemort's if he was to have it. So obviously she can't have the strongest, so she has to have the second strongest.
I hate him.
And because she's in Slytherin, it has to be a snake. That was his like whole reasoning. But it's written out in like literally like 7 paragraphs.
This guy is a virgin. He is 40 years old and he is a virgin.
Slytherin, come on. Stop giving me these basic ass familiars. Like, this is lame. I'm giving that a 3 out of 10 because how predictable. You're in Slytherin and it's a fucking snake.
Yeah, that's fair.
Seriously. And witchy bitchness, I'm giving her a 5 out of 10 because I wouldn't want to have her on my bad side, but also really don't want to have her on my good side.
Yeah.
But I don't know which one's worse.
Fair. Okay, so my turn. I'm going to say for spellcasting, I'm going to give her a 10 out of 10.
All right.
I respect your point deduction, and I agree with your point deduction, but IMO, it doesn't make her less good of a spellcaster. It just makes her a bad duelist, you know?
Right. Fair enough.
So I'm going to keep the 10. Appearance, 10. Yeah, easy 10. She's gorgeous, stunning. I want to look like that in my real life. I mean, maybe my hair could be more manageable than that, but other than that, she's great. Familiar. Yeah, fuck you. I'm giving you a 2. Like,
Yeah.
that's literally like, ooh, what's the coolest snake I can think of? Ooh, there's pythons. What else? What's another cool snake? Black mamba.
Right.
Bill. Oh my god. Love it. Done. I'm like, okay. So that's lame. It's lame as hell. It could have been an otter and it would have been better. So you get a 2 for familiar. Witchy bitchness. Yeah, I'm gonna give you a 4 because, like, girl, get over Voldemort, you simp.
Literally.
God, he doesn't care about you, Bellatrix. I mean, maybe he does a little bit, but like not in any real way. And also, you're married. She's married, by the way.
That too.
Like, yeah. Also, like, she's loyal to Voldemort.
Yeah, I was gonna say not to her man.
Yeah, or to anyone else. Like, Draco's her nephew, as I apparently learned today. But doesn't she try to kill that mofo?
She teaches him some things first.
Well, sure, but you can do nice things and still not be loyal to them. So, yeah, your witchy bitchness is lacking. And that's, like, that's so disappointing. I would never want to be your friend. I agree. I wouldn't want to be on your bad side, but I don't want to be on your good side. I just don't want you to exist. I don't want to think about you.
I don't want to be on your side, period.
At all. Yeah. You can be someone else's friend. Bellatrix is at home crying listening to us. Okay. So, my next one. I'm going to do... Oh, fuck off. Change. Sorry. I'm trying to get to the other page. My next one is The Evil Queen from Snow White. Or The Wicked Queen. Or simply The Queen, according to DisneyFandom.com. So, The Evil Queen is the main antagonist of Disney's animated feature, Snow White and the Seven Dwarfs. And is the first Disney villain in the Disney animated features canon. So, first cartoon villain. And
first cartoon princess. Wow.
Congrats, Snow White. You will always hold a special place in Danny's heart.
Forever.
Determined to remain the fairest one of all, the queen becomes insanely jealous of Snow White, the only one whose beauty surpasses hers. She eventually disguises herself as an old woman to tempt Snow White into eating a poisoned apple in a final attempt to do away with her. She disguises herself as an old lady to tempt Snow White into eating a poisoned apple. There's a lot more to it. At one point, she gets her huntsman to, like, bring her Snow White's heart, but it's not a heart. Well, it's a heart, but it's not Snow White's heart. And it's just a whole big, long situation. But honestly, an iconic villain, an iconic witch. She transforms herself into this old hag with, it's like the classic, like, witch with warts and shit. And she's all hunched over. She's got the big nose. And she creates a poison apple. It looks like a candy apple. Another one where I'm like, if you don't know what I'm talking about, I'm concerned about you.
Literally.
Yeah.
If you don't know what the poison apple looks like, have you ever, like, left your house or looked at a screen
you literally
of any sort?
Have you ever gone on the internet, perhaps, as a child? And by child, I mean, like, 14. Like, let's get on this. Sorry, I'm just changing screens again. God, I'm so bad at computers. For her spell casting ability, I'm giving her, like, a 4 out of 10.
Fair.
Because, yeah, she didn't really do anything. Like, she transformed herself into a disguise, but, like, Danny and I can do that. Because we're makeup artists.
I was going to say we can.
We can.
The fuck?
You literally did that to me.
Right.
There's a picture of me. Maybe we'll post it. Maybe we won't. We probably will. But, yeah, Danny turned me into an old person. So, like, we can do that. Good. It's not that hard. Don't come
it's
from
definitely
my job
hard.
security.
It takes a long ass time.
Difficult.
It's not fucking easy.
No. But anyway, the point is, other people who aren't witches can do that. And I mean, you created a poison apple with a cauldron and stuff, but I think that you just really took the long way around, where you could have just poisoned it simpler. I don't know. Am I wrong? Am I off base here?
I've never poisoned an apple.
Me neither.
So I not the right person to ask.
Fair. I just think that
I
she
feel-
overcomplicated it
Yeah, I was
for
gonna
the
say,
aesthetic.
You couldn't cast a spell that would have just killed her?
Killed her? Yeah. No. She's like, I'm going to make an apple, and then I'm going to give it to her, and then she's going to bake a pie, and then she's going to get hungry, and she'll just take a little chomp, snack off it, and then she'll die. Except for she didn't die because I didn't do a very good job of it. She just goes to sleep. And then, actually, she'll, like, survive if, like, her true love, you know, kisses her, and it's whatever. But also, it just happens that her true love is, like, in the, like, direct vicinity of where she is. No big deal. It just seems poorly thought out.
Yeah. Also, your spell is that easily broken with a fucking peck.
With a little smooch of some guy she doesn't know? Weak. The only saving grace, really, for her powers is her magic mirror, which I don't even think she made, but I'll give it to her. It's pretty great.
Yeah, mirror on the wall.
Yeah.
Sorry, what did you give her for appearance? Did you say it?
Didn't say appearance. I only said
Okay.
spell casting.
Never mind. I thought I just missed
That's
it. 'Cause
okay.
We were talking about her warts.
Oh, that's fair. No. But I will give her appearance right now. I give her a 7. No,
7
an
and
8.
oh,
I give it an 8.
Okay.
Because, you know, do you look necessarily like a witch? Like a Salem witch trials witch? Like a Bellatrix Lestrange witch? No, you don't. But you look like an evil bitch who's ready to fuck some people up with poison apples. You do. She's got no hair. Got that iconic slick back purple head bib thing going on.
Head bib, yes.
Yes, that. So that's really good. And like, just like, I don't know. I feel like when I think of like really evil characters or like really evil magic, like that iconic, like close up on her face and her eyebrows go up and she like her mouth is like set in this like angry line. I just feel like it's so good. And I think she deserves a little bit of credit for being the very first animated villain from Disney, because she obviously inspired a lot more evil shit. So I don't know what that has to do with her appearance. I feel like it's related. So I give her an 8. For her witchy bitchness, 1, you suck. You're awful. You're so mean. You're literally doing all of this because you're jealous. Like, let's take a step back here. Okay, shut up. Yeah, I think that literally any other reason besides you're jealous that someone's prettier than you would have made me like you more. But you literally had your huntsman bring you a heart because she was born with better genes? It's a no for me. It's a no for me. Remember when I said girls support girls? Girls support girls! Ugh, too much. And the evil queen does not have a familiar. So,
Really?
yeah.
I always thought she did.
Right? I thought she did too. But, I mean, I looked it up, and apparently she doesn't. I totally thought she did.
Sorry, you gave her... I missed your witchy bitchiness. What are you reading?
1. I gave her a 1.
Ooh,
Pretty abysmal. I think for her familiar,
Mm-hmm.
I give her a toad.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
All right.
Because they're cold and kind of clammy. And I feel like she probably was cold and clammy when she turned into, like, her evil witch. Or, like, you know, like, hunched over ugly witch. And
Grandma?
I mean, she,
Cold
yeah.
and clammy grandma?
Yeah, and she had warts, and toads have warts. And I don't know, I just, like, when I think about her, I just get, like, a toad feeling. In which case, I give her...
Is it... Yeah, I was going to say, is it solely because of all her warts? You have warts, therefore you must own something with warts.
Yes, exactly. That's how it works, right? People with warts, let me know. Do you have a toad? Do you have a warty toad? I'm going to give it a 6 because it's kind of lame, but also I made it, so I have to give myself a little bit of credit.
Fair. Fair enough.
At least I'm honest, I guess.
Yeah. All right. I'm going to give her spell casting. I also gave her a 4 out of 10.
Fair.
Not great.
Not great.
Show me some more tricks.
Disappointing.
Very disappointing. Also, I don't like apples, so
That's
you wouldn't
weird.
even get me with that one. Her appearance, I gave her a 10 out of 10 Because both of them, I believe, are iconic.
That's
Old
fair.
witch, young witch.
Pretty iconic. Yeah.
Stunning. I love it.
Yeah, that's fair.
Familiar. I gave her an 8 out of 10. I like the toad.
Thank you.
I like it.
appreciate that.
I like that. And then witchy bitchness, I gave her a 2 out of 10.
Yeah, you're a shitty person, Queen.
Yeah.
Like, really shitty. Like, Bellatrix Lestrange is really shitty, too, but at least she had a little bit of conviction. Okay?
Yes, literally.
Yeah. All right. Next one, I think your last one.
Marie Laveau.
Ugh.
From
Icon.
Yes. So Marie Laveau is from American Horror Story Coven, which is season 3. So before American Horror Story went to shit.
Kind of the best season. IMO.
Yes.
I loved Coven.
Yes.
So good.
Marie Laveau is played by Angela Bassett. For those of you who don't know, also icon of a woman. I love her so fucking
she's pretty
much.
great.
She's stunning and she doesn't age. She's literally she's
been like 37
for like
37
20 years. Yeah, she's just wow.
Stunning.
Just wow.
Yeah.
Beautiful. So this one might be cheating. But you know what? We're going with it. So Marie Laveau is actually a real person.
Right. I knew this.
So she was the voodoo high priestess of New Orleans. So
that's really cool. So
yeah.
I think it's okay.
Angela Bassett, her character in the show obviously isn't exactly like the real life Marie Laveau, but based off of the real life.
Heavily inspired.
Yes, heavily inspired. So a little bit about her in this season is Marie Laveau is the voodoo queen and revered by those who practice the religion and craft. While living in the 19th century, her attire is that of a long, elegant dress. In postmodern New Orleans, her style is more modern. She wears dresses varied in colors, antique hairstyles, and when she performs rituals, she wears white clothes, which I love.
That's pretty. That's nice because it's like, it's a little
you know she's up to
different,
something
a little original
when she puts the white on.
Yeah. Also, she looks great in white.
Yes, literally. Also, that scene where she's sitting in her like witch chair and she says, "You've messed with the." I can't fuck. She's sitting in her like witchy chair and she just like looks straight at the camera and she's like, "You've messed with the wrong witch."
Love that.
Mic drop. Beautiful.
Yeah. Another shivers moment.
Yes.
In a
So
different place, though.
she is a shockingly powerful voodoo practitioner who held the status of voodoo queen among the voodooists of New Orleans for centuries.
You know, if you're gonna be a voodoo person, you might as well like go all in and become that voodoo queen
and be the whole ass queen.
Yeah, truly.
So some of her powers are immortality.
Love that.
So, yep, she
First
has
of all,
to.
starting off strong.
Yes, she sacrifices a human to Papa Legba once a year, and
Although
she's immune
you're
from
losing-
aging,
you're
diseasing.
losing points because it's a man. Just kidding.
Yeah.
Just kidding.
Yeah, she can't receive any bodily harm, no diseases, nothing. She has telekinesis, which we talked about, move things with your mind. Pyrokinesis, fire. Divination again, she can gain knowledge through indirect means. She can sense evil. She can also sense magic. So she said one of the lines she said that she could smell the stink of witchcraft on Fiona, who was the head witch in the coven.
I remember that.
Yeah.
Loved that. That was good.
Yes. So she has transmutation as well, so she can move things instantly from one location to another. Mm-hmm. She has a war cry, which this was really cool. Yes, but it causes enemies to fight their own allies.
That's like a Skyrim spell that you can cast. I'm
so
not
it
even,
says
that literally
she's
is a
the
Skyrim
only
spell.
known user of this power.
Good for
Wild.
her.
Yeah.
Unique.
And of course she does some voodoo rituals and spells. She also does injury rituals, and she can do there's so many. So she can do summoning rituals where she can summon Papa Legba, who's like the voodoo king of the underworld. She can summon him to communicate with him. So she can also do boundary spells where she can like basically cast like a safe zone over something, like over an object. So as an example, they were
Just
trying
like
to hide a
Bella Swan.
baby. She put the baby in the closet, shut the closet, cast a spell in the closet, and you couldn't hear the baby crying in the closet because the spell was cast on it. Yeah.
That's a handy one to have.
Yeah. She also has power granting potion where she can make this potion and grant powers to other witches. Wild. And she has mind
Like
control
permanent
dust.
powers?
Yeah.
Okay, that's
She can
pretty
strengthen their powers. So she used this on Queenie to give Queenie more powers in the show.
good. Oh,
Yes.
I vaguely remember that. I haven't seen it in so long.
I know. And then she also has mind control dust. So dust that she
Mind
blows on
control
people.
dust?
Yeah.
I want mind control
Right?
dust. Oh
I
my
know.
God.
There was another one. I don't know why I didn't write it down. But she basically has, like, the power to, like, by doing, like, this ritual, she can make anybody, even if they're infertile, pregnant immediately.
Wow,
Yeah.
that's good.
Yes.
That's a good one. I wonder if you can use mind control dust on yourself. Like, I dust myself and say, you love the gym. And suddenly I'm a gym rat. Could it happen?
You
Someone
hate
asking
sugar.
for a friend. Someone tell me.
Okay. So, for her spell casting, I'm going to give this girl a 10 out of 10.
Yeah,
Wild.
totally
She's got a
fair.
lot of options.
Yeah.
Appearance. I'm going to give her a 7 out of 10, I think.
Okay.
Not bad. So in the show, she does not have a familiar, but supposedly, I'm going with the real life Marie Laveau. She had a snake, and his name was Juju. So I'm not a big fan of the snake because I think it's basic, but the name Juju, come on,
That's
9
really
out of 10.
adorable.
And
Yeah,
witchy
fair.
bitchness, 10 out of 10. I would want to hang out with her. She seems to do a lot of like witchy favors
Yeah.
for people. So
Totally.
give me some witchy favors.
I need witchy favors. Great. So spellcasting, yeah, agree. 10 out of 10. Not even a question. Ridiculous. You can do literally everything.
Yeah.
Like, there's nothing she can't do. And I love that. I almost deducted a point because it's all for Big Papa. But I'll let it go because we all have our vices. Appearance. Yeah, I give her like... Yeah, I'll
She's
give her a
stunning, don't get me wrong.
Like, I'll give her a
But
7,
it's like very
too.
modern and like,
Yeah, it's just kind of like...
it's like sleek modern.
yeah, I use a 6 because...
A 6?
Again, I think I have to hold it to the same standard as everyone else.
Fair.
You don't really look like a witch. For familiar, I give it a 9 out of 10 too. Because, yeah, I mean, it's hard because that's like a real life one. So, like, can I call it basic if it's actually real life? But it's kind of basic. But also, Juju.
I know, Juju. Are you kidding
like
me?
that really makes it for me. That's so cute. Hey, Juju. Hey, Juju. I love that. So, yeah, that's a 9. And then Witchy Bitchness. I don't remember very much about her character, but I'll give her like a 8. Because from what you've told me, she sounds like a cool-ass bitch. And if you can mind control me into loving the gym, I'll take anything else that comes with it. So, 8 out of 10. I'd hang out.
8 out of
Would
10.
chill. My last one is Sabrina Spellman.
Yeah, boy.
So this is, I think, the other like most well-known witch. Like, I think.
Okay, wait. Sorry. Can I ask a question?
Yeah.
Are we rating Sabrina Spellman from Sabrina the Teenage Witch or
Good
Chilling
question.
Adventures of Sabrina?
Sabrina the Teenage Witch.
Okay.
Sabrina, Chilling Adventures of Sabrina was good, but
Was good and then just went off the
Yeah,
fucking
and
rails
then
after
it just-
season 2. It was just shit.
yeah, it just turned into Riverdale again. Okay. We're talking Sabrina the Teenage Witch, bitch. Yeah, like, this is another one. If you don't know who she is, what?
Where have you been?
Where have you been?
That show was so good. I love
So
that show.
good. It was so much fun, funky, fresh, cute, just fun, funky,
Automatic, supersonic, hypnotic.
hydromatic, grease lightning.
Those are not the same song.
I hate us. So originally Sabrina, like originally as in originally, like the first time Sabrina ever came into existence in the world of media. Sabrina was created by her aunts Hilda and Zelda from a magic potion that turned out wrong. However, when it went into the cartoons and the sitcom, they changed it to Sabrina being a half-witch with her mother as an ordinary human or a mortal, and her father was a warlock. She lives with her aunt, Hilda and Zelda, of course, who are both witches, in the fictional town of Greendale, which is located somewhere near Riverdale, the home of Archie Andrews. So, most of Sabrina's adventures consist of Sabrina either trying to use her powers in secret to help others, and witches generally are not allowed to tell about their abilities or existence, or dealing with the day-to-day trials of being a teenager. A recurring theme in Sabrina's stories is her learning more about the proper use of her powers, either through her aunts or from trips to a magical dimension that is the home of various magical and mythological creatures, including other witches. Basically called the other realm or the magic realm. Throughout the show, Sabrina's primary love interest is her mortal boyfriend named Harvey Kinkle, who, like nearly all the other mortals in Sabrina's world, doesn't know that she's a witch. Okay, so I'm getting my ratings. Here we go.
I'm ready.
Spellcasting, 5 out of 10.
Okay.
Don't get me wrong, she's great, and like she has great ideas, but her spells almost always go wrong.
Fair enough.
Also, she doesn't need a magic wand, so that's kind of a bummer. She just like wiggles her fingers, says a little chant. Her appearance, 4 out of 10. She's just so basic. Like, she's really cute, but
She's very much like a 2000s basic bitch.
Yeah.
Like, low-rise
and like
jeans.
you and I are both cute too, and we're not witches. Yeah, low-rise jeans, blonde bob, little like t-shirt that's like little crop.
That's
and
like
don't get me
barely a
wrong.
crop, but it's like just below your belly
Like,
button showing.
Yeah, and don't like. There's nothing wrong with that. If that's what you at home sitting down right now look like, I love that for you, and I support your basicness with all my heart. But you're not a witch, probably. If you are, hit me up. I have questions. But it just, I want to know you're a witch, or at least I want an inkling that you're something special when I look at you. Okay. For her witchy bitchness, I give her a 7 out of 10. I like her. I think I would want to be her friend because she seems really nice. She obviously has love for her family and friends, and I love that. Plus, Salem would probably be pretty fun to hang out with.
Yeah, I agree.
And then my last one, her familiar, Salem, of course, the cat, 10 out of 10. Love Salem. So I don't know if you know this, but Salem was a witch who was turned into a cat as punishment for trying to take over the world.
Nice. I love
And
it.
that's pretty funny. Like, I love that. Is he, like, low-key super sexist? Yeah, but he's super funny. Okay. So I'm excusing it this one time. Also, he's a cat. What's he gonna do to you? So I do like Salem. I think he's hilarious. I think, there are thousands of black cats around the world named Salem right now.
Literally.
And I love that for them, and I love that for him. So 10 out of 10 for that.
So I'm with you on spellcasting. She gets a 4.
Right? Sucks, honestly.
Also, a lot of your spells are kind of like you're just lazy. Like, you could do that if you weren't a witch.
Yeah. Like, I'm going to snap my fingers and my dishes will be clean.
Literally.
Okay.
For appearance, yeah, I'm with you. 3 out of 10. She's pretty. Don't get me wrong. I'm not saying she's not pretty.
Because she is.
Because she's beautiful. She's stunning. But she just looks
She's
like
basic
a person.
as hell.
She looks like, she just looks like a basic bitch.
She does.
Familiar, a 9 out of 10. I took off 1 point because it's a black cat, but it's a talking black cat.
Yeah,
so
that's fair.
you
But
know
I
what
think
can-
also he was maybe like one of the OG No, you know what? I'm wrong because that's just always been like a pretty classic thing. Ignore
Yeah.
me. I'm
I was
dumb.
gonna say, hocus pocus, my guy.
True.
And then witchy bitchness, I give her an 8 out of 10.
Right, because she'd be fun to chill with.
She'd be fun to chill with, and I feel like,
She'd like help me in a pinch.
yeah, I was gonna say, she'd use her
Yeah.
witchy bitchness on me.
Right,
I'd
totally.
take it.
All right, so thanks
Okay.
for following along with that, guys.
Yeah.
We're gonna top 5.
Top 5. Yes.
Hell yeah.
Hell
Do you want to start lowest and go high?
I was gonna do that.
Oh yes, great.
So it was pretty tight. All of the top 5 are within 2 points of each other.
Oh really?
Yes.
Not
So
bad.
coming in at number 5, we have
Mhm.
Bellatrix Lestrange. She got a 6.6 out of 10.
Not bad.
Average, not bad. Coming in at number 4, this one's kind of shocking to me.
Uh-huh.
Ursula.
Oh my God.
Yeah.
Phew, I was not expecting that.
I know. She got a
good for you,
6.8.
Ursula.
Yeah.
Not
6.8 out of
bad.
10. Good shit, Ursula.
Take that, Bellatrix.
And then a
You simp.
close number 3 with a 7 out of 10, right on the money.
Mm-hmm.
Hermione Granger.
Ooh, yay!
Yay.
Nice, Hermione.
Yeah. And our number 2 with an 8.5
Mm-hmm.
out of 10 is our Sea Queen Tia Dalma /
Yes,
Calypso.
Tia. I
Yep.
love that. She
And
deserves
our number
it.
1, she deserves this.
Wait. I know who it is.
Who?
It's the last one you did.
Yes, it's
Yes.
Marie Laveau.
Yeah.
And I think she deserves it because it's based off a
think
real
so
life witch too.
Yes,
So
absolutely.
Angela Bassett, you killed it.
You
were
killed it.
our top fictional witch.
Congrats. Like the real Marie Laveau is like fictional? Excuse me?
Excuse you?
Oh my God, this is great. Wow. Congrats to our witches, our
I
top
know.
5. The rest of you suck a dick, but the top
Who was our
5
lowest? Let's see
Wonderful.
who our lowest was.
was it Practical Magic?
It
no.
was Practical Magic. She was the lowest.
Really?
She had 5.25. We were hard on her.
Oh, I'm so
Yeah.
sorry.
She was very
Sandra.
close to the Evil Queen. Evil Queen had 5.3.
Yeah. Okay. Okay.
Yeah.
Fair enough. Wow. I thought that Practical Magic was going to be higher for sure.
I did too. I definitely was expecting Practical Magic to win.
Really?
Because it was the most realistic witch. But
Oh yeah, but that's
know
no
what?
fun.
we're all here for the theatrics.
Yes. Very true. Thanks for tuning in, everybody. God, I'm so bad at this. Take it away, Dani.
Where can you find us?
You can find
You're
us.
supposed to ask me.
Oh, where can they find us, Dani?
As always, you guys can find us on YouTube, Spotify, Apple Music, Anchor, Pocket Cast, Overcast, Undercast, all the casts.
Google Podcasts.
Google
Every cast that
Podcasts.
exists.
You can DM us on Instagram.
Yes.
You can email us at silenceofthehags@gmail.com. And don't forget, our giveaway is still up and running
Giveaway.
until the 31st of January at 8 p.m. Pacific Standard Time because I go to bed early and that shit
Yes.
needs to be closed before I go to bed.
Absolutely. And I'm not even going to front. I did not think we were going to get as much engagement as we already have with it. So get your shit in fast because apparently a lot of people want to win, which I support fully. Thank you so much. But I did not think we were going to get as much support with this as we currently are. And I was shedding tears today because we just really appreciate it. We have jumped a lot in our numbers, and I mean, I'm not trying to flex. I'm just saying thank you so much for the support. You guys are really awesome, and we love you. And
I
this is
feel
why
like
we're
we were
here.
watching the number from like 900 to 1,000 like go up really slowly.
Yeah,
And now
yeah.
I just like checked Anchor and we're like almost at like 1,200.
Yeah, and like
Wow.
literally in the last like week, and thank you so much. I'm gonna get a little emotional if we keep talking about it.
Don't
but
cry.
I'm literally like I'm smiling so big. I just thank you so much. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you so much. All right, everybody.
I just want to say thank you to my mom and everybody who supported me from day one.
Oh my God. I just want to say thank you to my dad for sending us emails. Okay, and letting us talk shit about him all the time.
Thank you to Steve and
Thank
Steve
you,
only.
Steve. Yes, Steve, we owe all of our success to Steve. And also us because we do all the work. But Steve, right?
But Steve, yes.
Yes. All right, everybody. I'm closing us out. Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.